heart pounding, drenched in sweat,
You got this!
and no excuses. These are the greatest workouts in America.
We as humans are far more capable than we believe.
No matter the odds,
Think about the end result.
get out there and get going.
We're gonna start with 45 minutes.
This is Pumped.
Excel Lifestyle is the first ethical, fashionable fitness apparel brand for people who sweat and want to smell fresh. What that means is you sweat as much as you want and your clothes will not stink.
I train in my shirts every single day. I can go straight from the gym to the restaurant without having to worry about my Excel shirt smelling or being stinky or anything like that.
So what makes it super unique is that the fabric that I invented is called Prima, is now patent pending in 120 countries. So the average person has about 2 billion bacteria on their skin at all times. And when your clothes stink, like your shirts, your socks, we all know that smell, it's actually because the bacteria is trapped in the fabric. It's pretty gross. So when you're washing your clothes, you're actually not washing out the bacteria, you're only washing out the water from your sweat. Hi, my name is Megan Eddings. I'm the founder and CEO of Excel Lifestyle. Fitness apparel industry is a multi-billion-dollar worldwide industry, and Excel Lifestyle is going to stand out. Excel Lifestyle basically started with my husband's stinky tea. I was washing his workout clothes about 4 years ago, and he had that kind of dry fit wicking material that we all know, and it stunk. So I would wash it on super hot wash cycles, add the extra scented pods, and nothing worked. So I have a chemistry background, so my science brain kind of started going and said, what's out there today? And the more research I did, the more I realized there really wasn't anything that was sustainable, ethical, and anti-stink, which is why I invented Prima Fabric. Excel is short for the word accelerated. Because of my science chemistry background, I wanted a word that had a science kind of tone to it, but also something empowering and inspiring. So what better than accelerate your health and your happiness and your confidence? Shorten it to Excel, we got Excel Lifestyle. I majored in chemistry at the University of Virginia, and I worked in science labs both at UVA as well as Brown University. So the average person has about 2 billion bacteria on their skin at all times. And when your clothes stink, like your shirts, your socks, we all know that smell, it's actually because the bacteria is trapped in the fabric. It's pretty gross. So when you're washing your clothes, you're actually not washing out the bacteria, you're only washing out the water from your sweat. The more research I did, the more I realized the bacteria actually lingers in the fabric. So you think you're getting your clothes clean by washing them, and then you really think you're getting them clean by putting on a hot wash cycle, but you're not. The bacteria is still living in your fabric, which is why your shirts and your socks stink. 3 years ago, this November, is when I officially quit my corporate job to pursue Excel Lifestyle full-time. I had no background in fashion. I did not know how to make a pattern. It took about 2.5 years to invent the fabric, and each sample fabric took about 4 months. So I would make the fabric, and after 4 months, I had it tested in the same lab that the government uses. And 4 times the testing came back negative, which means bacteria actually got into the fabric. So I had to redesign the way the fabric was constructed, have it tested again, a 4-month cycle, and on the 5th try is when the fabric finally hit the 99% antibacteria status that I was looking for. Prima Fabric actually has Supima cotton in it, so when you feel the fabric, it's workout clothes, and it's technical, but basically it feels like a really soft cotton. And the more you wash it, the softer it gets, but also wicks away the sweat and is anti-stink. So it's not that typical kind of synthetic fiber that we're all used to working out in. This feels super luxurious and soft. You can wear it to the gym, or you can wear it out with your friends. So Excel Lifestyle, we look at the entire supply chain, from the people who are making the clothes all the way to when the package hits your front door. So we use 0 sweatshops. Everything for Excel Lifestyle is sourced and made right here in the United States, and I've personally visited every single factory. And when you order Excel Lifestyle, 0 plastic. So when the shipping container or the shipping bag comes to your house, there's 0 plastic. Even on our hang tags on the shirt, there's no plastic, 100% biodegradable and recyclable. So I actually won first place in Houston Mayor Turner's Liftoff competition for best new product in Houston, as well as fan favorite. So I thought I had a great idea, and I believed in the product, and my friends and family said they believed in it, but when I actually got called that I won first place, it was the solidification that I needed that, okay, Megan, you're onto something, and I was just beyond pumped. And I actually just found out that I'm one of 40 entrepreneurs chosen by Inc. magazine for this year. Fitness apparel industry is a multi-billion-dollar worldwide industry, and Excel Lifestyle is going to stand out because of our Prima anti-stink proprietary fabric, as well as our commitment to sustainable fashion and a totally ethical supply chain.
You're watching Pumped.
Hey, I'm Anthony. I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Plank Fitness. I'm here today with Localish, giving you different opportunities and ways to stay active when you're at home. Because of what's going on right now with our business, we were forced to close, obviously by government mandate. So we have just started today moving on to an online platform. So we're trying to offer our community and all of our students at least something that they can do at home. We said things like, get some sliders. We also said, but if you have a dishcloth, you can use that. Working out at home is not difficult. It is not difficult to get a dishcloth and use that as a slider to do some reverse lunges, to do wheel rollouts in some respects, or stairs. If you do that enough, that will give you something. Staying active always helps to encourage your blood flow and circulation and creativity. And I think it also gives you possibility. I think it's really changing your perspective and getting outside of what could be a very, very small circle.
Hi, Shauna and Isabella here from Plank Fitness. Here's some few things you can do at home with a toddler. They make great weights for squats. Core pulled in, chest lifted. Alternating lunges. And presses. Whee! 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 Mwah.
Thank you so much for following us at Localish, and stay tuned for more fun ideas when you're at home.
When we first started skating, there wasn't any girls at the park. We're together every day. We skate every day.
I think it's really cool because it's something that the three of us can do together.
There was a need for it in the community and the city, and I think we've had over 100,000 skaters from at least 20 different countries come and skate here.
We love this sport. I think it really helped me build confidence because I was skating with a bunch of boys. I skate vert. So that's like the bowls. I like to go really high. I like the whole park. It's super flowy. You can get a nice run through it.
I found the skate park through a video on YouTube, so I just always wanted to come here.
I'm just over here because I like to skate and there's a lot of people here. There's different ramps, so it's a little bit different here.
The really good thing about this skate park is that
it's for everybody.
It's for everyone. You have street, you have vert, you have tranny, you have everything, and for all levels. 5-year-olds come out here and learn. Skating has definitely brought me closer to my sister. Skating has taught me to be me. Skateboarding makes me feel really calm. It's helped me feel amazing. Just getting out and going skating with people and talking with people, meeting new people. Super fun park.
Yeah, I love this park.
This is home.
You're watching Pumped. Up next.
My dad told me before the contest, this is the hardest contest of the years.
And later.
Because I was small and they say, yo, you need to start doing your push-ups, your pull-ups.
You're watching Pumped.
Here we are in Lemoore at the surf ranch. Who would have thought?
It's funny that it's so far away from anywhere, but it's amazing to see.
Using a lot of the open face. There's that free fall drop off the lift. He'll recover now, pulling it to the inside. Oh, not enough speed and ends up going down. Right back in there, maxing out the tube time. This thing's staying wide open.
Inside, finds a bit of cover. Wants the end section though. Throws the alley. He's got a second. 3 aerials, 1 wave, and a big tail on it.
My dad told me before the contest, this is the hardest contest of the year, so you better do good.
That's hard work, sitting here in the sun watching them surf all day. Like, just want to get in there and give it a go, eh?
You know, everybody looks for the perfect wave, and this is it.
Ultra deep, disappearing for a moment. Gilmore gets the exit. Going for a massive move. She'll just hit it hard off the lip. Jams it out in front on the inside corner. So
You're watching Pumped.
Boom. You're gonna go for an undulation. You're gonna slam it, arms up. You're gonna walk yourself out. Your eyes down on that dumbbell. Boom, boom. Kettlebell right here. You're gonna engage your glutes. That's it. So you should feel stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes as you do so. So I would say my first romance would be soccer. Just this feeling I get, right? It's able to, in a way, quiet your mind while simultaneously get your heart racing, right? About sophomore year, I believe it was, I got injured playing soccer. I tore my ankle. About 6 months later, I got injured again, and then I had to get surgery. When I got surgery, I got prescribed Percocets. So that was kind of a double whammy effect for me in terms of it gave me this feeling, right, the sensation of everything's gonna be okay. And at the same time, all the stress was gone. There was no anxiety. In a blackout, I happened to tell my mom that I need help and that I have a drug problem, that I think I have a drug problem. I don't want to be this way anymore. And the next morning, she woke me up and she said, you're going to rehab. Kickstarted the next 2 years of my life, which was on and off using. Keep your chin. I'll coach you through it, that's fine. Every time I get clean, I find myself in a gym. One more, being in a gym environment, working out, kind of shuts all that off, right? It keeps me focused. We're going for a total of 10. There we go, perfect. Beautiful. Parallel between fitness and recovery for me is that I have the opportunity to impact others. Your gaze on that black platform. There it is. Let's go for 5 more. I feel like I'm 3 years old, right? In a way, I have 3 years clean. I just started living my life again. I'm excited about everything. Activate your glutes, hamstrings. You step down, you reload, you explode. The most important thing for me as a fitness professional is just to be able to help somebody in some shape, way, or form.
You're watching Pumped. Up next.
It was his desire as a student to become one of those who would fight for freedom.
Later.
I can do my handstand push-ups. I can find a broomstick and do something with it. I can do, push-ups on my couch. I can do a whole bunch of things.
You're watching Pumped.
He will begin his run this morning to Cody Norris's gravesite.
My name is Mike Murphy. I am an honor flag runner. An honor flag runner is intended to bring attention to those who are being honored. This Veterans Day, we're honoring Private First Class Cody Norris. It was his desire as a student to become one of those who would fight for freedom. And he would say, one day I'm going to be a soldier, and I will fight for freedom, I will fight for America, even if it means that I die. Eventually, his service led to small arms conflict where his life was claimed. Today, years after his passing, we remember him, we honor him. By doing so, we keep his memory alive.
Growing up, my little brother Cody, I got to watch him flourish at the end of high school, and really kind of coming into a young adult once he joined the Army, and it really kind of gave him a drive and purpose. And for Cody, his reason to serve was definitely patriotic. It's just something he decided that was going to be his life purpose. And I think that if he was still here, he definitely would still be serving and finding ways to contribute. They tell you all that, so all you gotta do is show up, have a good attitude. and just give it 110%. And that's something he did every day, and he was really good at it.
There are a lot of people that'll run with Old Glory, and it inspires me every time I see it. What's different about our mission with this honor flag run is that each flag has a written name, a date, and the branch of service that the service member was in, so that at the end of the run, we present that flag to the service member.
This flag has gone 26.2 miles in honor of your service to our great country.
The reason that the mission started out as saying thank you to those who serve was that it was important to me to say thank you while someone could still hear it. You could look them in the eye, you could shake their hand, and you could present the flag and say, we recognize your service. It made a difference. The mission is accomplished when you see their smile, when you see their tear, when you see their embrace of that flag. Everything is worth it. Or a surviving family member, as a token, a reminder that we remember their service. Each story is different. Each family is impacted. They suffer that loss today. They suffer it every minute of today. And we recognize those that were lost. The families are encouraged by that. This is my training room, so I've got a treadmill for when the weather's not quite right. This is also where I keep the medals. So if I am doing a treadmill workout, it's nice to have the medals here to remind me of those that were honored. The miles are more meaningful when they're for someone else. So these medals are kind of the token that I can remember of when we honored somebody. They're not necessarily a trophy room, it's more about a memorial. So I see this as an opportunity to recall, and not only are the medals accumulated here, but then also the roster for each calendar year. I catalog them so that those names remain fresh on my mind and they continue to be honored. They've changed my life because once you've heard their story and you've run for their heroes, it's not just a hero to them. Heroes are amazing, but it's also their son or daughter. And when you've run for them and you've made that contact with the family, their story stays with you.
You know, Mike, I gotta say, a lot of guys talk the talk, but not a lot of people walk the walk or jog the jog or run the run. But you are, and you know, I respect what you do and why you do it. And you know, my entire family is thankful for the efforts and the dedication and the service to the community.
And it changes me as a person each run. I'm more grateful for the freedoms I have. I'm more aware of the cost of that freedom. By doing an honor flag run for those who are posthumously honored, we keep them alive. We keep their memory alive. We keep their honor alive. And that's the mission, is to honor those who served.
You're watching Pumped. Coming up.
And I would just check out all their exercises, the push-ups, the bridges, calf raises, squats, and I fell in love with it instantly.
You're watching Pumped.
Best gems of knowledge are here in the streets, in the parks. Showing off his muscle-up game.
Yes, sir.
See, eso. When they built this J-Hood pull-up calisthenic bar park right here, game changer. I would definitely say that was near and dear to my heart. So calisthenics, if you break it down to the etymology, it's beauty and strength. So it's essentially body weight training. You yourself, what can you do with your environment around you?
Yep.
Everyone is subjugated to calisthenics, to body weight training. One of the first things you see a kid do when they get in a monkey bar, they don't even think about pull-ups first. They think about hanging, rock climbing, traversing. My name is Juan Joel Martinez, but I go by Summit Fitness. It's Latin for higher self, and I'm from Washington Heights, New York City. Ese todo ese mangú, loco.
That's Platano power right there, baby.
Ah, there you go. I was 12 years old and I was just doing sit-ups. I couldn't do push-ups for the life of me. Finally got the push-up and I got hit by a car. So I missed school for like about 7 months. So I was just at home and I watched Rocky Balboa, Bruce Lee.
I said, empty your mind. Be formless, shapeless, like water.
Jean-Claude Van Damme. And I would just check out all their exercises, the push-ups, the bridges, calf raises, squats, and I fell in love with it instantly. But up and down first, and we're doing 15 seconds each side, okay? 2, 3, 4, switch. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You know, you can go anywhere with calisthenics. It doesn't really matter where you are, and being resourceful is just using the things around you.
You can literally make anything and everything, you know, yours. You kind of turn into like a real estate kind of person, like, oh, this landscape here, how can it help me, you know?
Start off tough, kind of got to get through this. My neighborhood actually introduced me to calisthenics at a very young age. When I was about 10 years old, the guys at the park would bully me because I was small, and they said, yo, you need to start doing your push-ups, your pull-ups.
I could be at home and I could do my handstand push-ups. I can find a broomstick and do something with it. I can do, you know, push-ups on my couch. I could do a whole bunch of things. But I'm out here because this is what I love to do. It makes your environment a product of you as opposed to you being a product of your environment. Automatically, you got the sun, you have the birds, you have nature, you're breathing oxygen. And I will tell you, it's gonna put some testicular fortitude on you. Why? Because I'm out here in the bars where it's cold and developing more character.
Let's go. Use that strength, man. Use your strength. Yeah!
Ya tú sabes, man.
Yeah. So I really love the calisthenics community because of how many people you get to meet.
Coming here to this park, this is basically a family. We usually see the same faces here.
You're helping each other, sharing knowledge, sharing information.
Yeah. That's why we here. That's why we do what we do. You know what I mean? We here for moments like this.
Yo, do your V-sit jump, man. Fold yourself up like a little banana. Yes, sir. You just come by, because we welcome everybody. That's the thing about calisthenics. It's welcoming towards anybody and everybody.
Dang. That's why we're gonna try it again, but it's okay. I want to use my knowledge, use my experience to give longevity to the person that wants their goals and needs. No ego, we go.
So yo voy primero, le doy para allá, y tú vas a venir. Yes, está bien.
Have a favorite spot to get pumped? Tell us on social media.